everyone. Welcome into the huddle. I'm your host, Jessica Wills, alongside Mr. Matt Demecki.
What up? What up?
Hey guys, well, we're gonna get right into this. Dana White has come out and said that they're in very serious talks for Floyd Mayweather to fight in the UFC. Floyd was seen last week on his Instagram Live, and he said this: I can come right back to the UFC, I can go and fight in the octagon, I can do a 3 or 4 fight deal in the octagon and make $1 billion. Matt, what is your reaction to this?
Floyd.
And who would he even fight if he went to the UFC?
I think this is so stupid for Floyd. Obviously, this is all beneficial to the UFC. Look, right now the UFC is losing stars. I mean, they lost Ronda Rousey this year after that loss to Amanda Nunes. They lost John Jones. He beat Cormier, but then he's going to get suspended. We're probably never going to see John Jones in the UFC. Conor McGregor, he hasn't fought this year. He hasn't fought since Eddie Alvarez in November, December time last year. Look, UFC is losing stars so quickly, and that sport is basically about producing stars. You know, there's a lot of stars out there right now in the UFC, but they're not attention grabbers. Like Stipe Miocic, dude's a great fighter, but he's not drawing in the numbers that like a Conor McGregor or John Jones is drawing. I think this is all for the UFC. I don't even know what Floyd's thinking about doing this. He's got plenty of money. He's 50-0 in boxing. He should just go into the sunset. UFC is not meant to like be with Floyd, you know? It's so stupid.
If he had to fight someone, who would he fight?
Honestly, one name I would be thinking is Demetrius Johnson.
Why?
It's kind of crazy seeing this because Demetrius Johnson's actually a little shorter and lighter than Floyd. I mean, Demetrius Johnson's 5'3". Floyd's what is he, 5'8", I think? But I think it's ridiculous. Demetrius Johnson would take his head off. Like, any UFC fighter is gonna take Floyd's head off. I don't care if it's their first UFC fight or their last, it doesn't matter. Like, they're gonna take Floyd's head off, you know?
I think just like Conor went into the boxing ring and the skills did not apply, he couldn't get done. Floyd's not gonna be able to go into the cage.
I mean, UFC translated better to boxing, but when you go from the boxing world to UFC, a lot more physical, a lot more violent. It's a joke. I don't know why Floyd's doing this.
Do you think boxing's soft if you're going to compare the two?
No, I don't think boxing's soft. No, because a lot of people don't have the stamina for boxing. Obviously, I mean, if you see some of these boxing injuries, I mean, did a story last week about a dude basically getting knocked up in both eyes. Dude's eyes were coming out to here. Like, boxing is not soft. It's just UFC is way more physical, you know?
And that's why he would just go in the ring and you think just get killed.
And he'll get killed. Like, there's no reason for Floyd Mayweather to get into the UFC ring. There's absolutely no reason.
You just said that Conor hasn't fought this year. Maybe this is a plan for Dana White to bring them into the cage. You know, there was so much hype going into the two of them fighting in the boxing ring. I mean, bring all that money to UFC. Don't you think that's probably his plan?
Okay, if Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fought in the UFC ring, how long do you think that fight would last?
30 seconds?
I would say 3 seconds max. As soon as he grabs Floyd, I know will be dancing around the ring like he usually does.
Yeah.
As soon as Conor whips Floyd out, the dude's gonna knock him down straight to the ground, and he'll have no chance. Absolutely no chance.
So you think he would just be knocked out, like dead?
Knocked out cold. I mean, like what?
What about the amount of punches
I don't even know why this is happening.
What about the amount of punches that Floyd has been able to withstand in the boxing ring?
It's not going to translate to UFC. You know, there's absolutely no way. Like, when Floyd came out on IG Live and was saying, "Oh, I'm going to make UFC $1 billion," he's not going to get paid out like he does in boxing. That's why I'm saying, like, this doesn't benefit you in any way. If he wants the money, why doesn't he stay in boxing and collect a bunch of money from whoever else he wants to fight?
He doesn't want to tarnish his record. He
can fight Triple G. He can fight anybody that he wants in the boxing ring, knowing that he's gonna win. He's gonna keep his undefeated record alive. There's no benefit. I'm mind-boggled. Like, there's no benefit for him.
The benefit, I think he'll probably try to negotiate a huge deal. So he'll be able to say, I've earned record amounts of money in
people
UFC.
Are gonna watch it. I'm not saying that people won't watch it. Like, it's gonna be really, really quick and they're not gonna get their money's worth. But, like, do you see the point? There's no reason why.
I don't see the point. I think that, just like I said, it's not going to translate. His skills in the boxing ring are not going to translate to the cage. And there will be so much hype. The thing will be entertaining is the press tour that they're going to to go on with the fighters like him and Conor. Him and Conor's press tour.
I mean, I'm down for some press tours, but for the actual fight, I think I'm just gonna catch the 4-second clip on Twitter. You know?
Yes. Well, we want to know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining us here today on The Huddle. I'm Jessica Wills, Matt Demecki, and we will see you next time.